Never seen it like this before here.
People screaming for help.
There's been a lot of death, a lot of homes destroyed.
I know that at least 25 people died here right in this town, and every house was destroyed.
They still can't get it out of their head. Taking out a house that's right beside you.
Power lines down, people just rummaging through mud.
10月5日，我抵达北卡罗来纳州西部的阿什维尔和黑山地区时，该地区仍被列为仅限必要旅行区域。就在1周前，飓风何林带来的超过30英寸降雨，引发了山洪爆发。OK， 我现在就是在这个北卡的西部，它这个受灾最严重的地方，它叫 Black Mountain。然后能看见就是窗外这个景象，就是非常的惨烈。老70号公路由于靠近河道，成为洪水的汇集地。沿岸两侧受伤尤为严重。OK， 我们现在就在它这个 Old 70 Freeway 另外一侧，然后前面这一片都是整个就被这洪水基本就抹平了。你看这个树都是往这边左侧倒，说明它这个洪水都是从右边过来的，而且这个车都被掀翻了，还有边上这个集装箱也是。哇，你就可以想象当时这洪水来的时候这边的惨烈景象。
So we cleared most of this from the yard, but basically the water come all the way up to the bottom of the door, took out a lot of my plumbing. There's a bunch of other people's stuff under there, and then if you come this way, there's a sinkhole here, which my trailer, because of the sinkhole, I guess the trailer pulled up out and moved. And then here, you see the frame bent and cracked. And then back here, you know, all her stuff, her whole house flooded. The river was just raging here. We have videos of it. He was in the house when the river raged. We got out in time, but he didn't. And he has videos of the river just on my porch all the way to the top, just flowing through here.
That tree is sitting on top of a hill up there, fell across the house. That's what's laying up in the front yard, that tree that fell.
Well, they go.
It went all the way across.
How? From over your house?
Yeah, yeah. That tree is sitting right up there. And look how all that slid down.
Oh my God.
All that mud and stuff slid in here and covered all this stuff up. Well, I had to rent a bobcat to dig it out.
Wow.
It knocked the wall out. That's my bedroom right there.
Wow.
It went through the wall there. It went through the wall, done all that damage there. What can I say? That's asked to God.
Were you scared when
No, I wasn't scared about it.
No?
No, one bit. You know why? Because the good Lord takes care of us. So when bad stuff happens, I let Him take care of it. And it's my time to go, I'll go. I ain't gonna argue. I'm ready to go home to them.
It's the water you use to.
Yeah, that's it. The water I leave sit out here when I need it. I carry it in and dump it until it. It still works. That's where I'll be getting the water from.
This from the hurricane?
Yeah.
This house was a family of 6, and it was about, you see where the porch is back there? The house used to be back there. It moved that much. The house was all the way back there.
That's the porch.
Yep.
They moved all the way.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Every house was destroyed. Like, see here. What was your question?
Oh, I said, are your neighbors, they survived?
Yeah, all my neighbors survived.
Oh, that's
they
cool.
got out in time.
They didn't.
But all of us have either lost our house or significant damage. We can't live in it.
So they are right now relocated, or?
Yeah, they're wherever they can be. We have nowhere else to go, so all the hotels are like out of state that FEMA provided, so we can't leave out of state. These trucks here and that car there, they washed up from the bridge way over there. They were parked over there, and they come all the way down here. 4 houses that are just completely gone. You can't, there's no even recollection of them. It's just, they're completely gone. This loop here, the street, that used to be a street, and we would loop around all the way, and there was just houses here and gone. I came out the night of the storm before I evacuated just to check the river. The river is normal right now. You see the level of it.
That's pretty much just like the water line right here, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. The river was that high back here.
Oh my God.
It was that high over by my house.
Also, I went to where the tent is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I only saw the base. I don't see the house no more. I only
Yeah, their houses are all gone. They're living in tents. Wow. Yeah, that's my neighbors. And then if you go back here, you can see all the businesses that were destroyed along the river. But everybody got out, so. Here, I know that at least 25 people died here right in this town. And the day after the storm, me and my boyfriend were standing out here and there was a body floating down the river. It was sad.
我采访许多当地居民都是首次经历这样的洪水，灾难当天的景象仍然历历在目。
We had a lot of rain, and unfortunately the dams couldn't hold it all. They had to hold the dams back, and then when they released it, that was the devastation of the matter. I've never seen it like this before here. Water, yeah. Hurricanes, no, we haven't. This is my first one that I've seen, and I'm 60 years old here.
I was sitting on the porch watching it, and these girls over here, there's a boy and girl in that house over there. I unfortunately called them for help. There's one guy standing on the trailer over there in that trailer park. He's up on top of it. My roommate told me about it. He went inside to get something to drink. When he came back out, the trailer was gone. He was gone too.
This is the first time we got notification at midnight to evacuate. And by that time, it was here, and roads were already being torn apart, uprooted. There is no control when it came through. You couldn't get out there and put this down or put this down around your home, around the property, or go and save your family right quick.
We slept in a certain part of our house away from trees and had packed up on some essentials, but didn't think it was necessary to evacuate. But the morning of, the water started piling on the road, and then we hopped in our car and tried to get away before what we thought was going to take our house. And we ended up, our car kind of got stuck in the water for a little bit, but we ended up making it to a safe place. It really looks like a war scene, and afterwards, biking over here, there was gas leaking out of the gas station. There was the propane smell in the air from busted gas lines, and auto shop containers were leaking all sorts of brake fluid and who knows what, and power lines down, people just rummaging through mud, like something I'd never ever seen. And then suddenly came the tally of missing people and lost lives, and that's kind of continued for now.
洪水打击已经非常严重，没想到洪水退去后，趁火打劫的人也是随之出现。
You can see all this trash is out here just from people looting this gas station.
The looting?
Yeah, the people were looting. People were down here. They had this board. They had that boarded up. The owners here did for a flood, but no one expected something to go as high as the gas station. But these people came down here, and that opening right there is where people broke in as soon as they could, and they were throwing bottles out and trying to drink as much as they could. And if you walk in there, there's still supplies just laying on the ground from people trying to toss stuff out. Same thing over here. As soon as this got cleared up, people tried to go over there, but by the time that had happened, we had police and National Guard here. So,
我们现在就是看一下它这个加油站里面到底是什么样子。哇，我们看一下它这个。哇，这边都是烟啊，但是都泡水了，还是潮的。不过它这彩票好像确实是都没了，看都是空的。哇，然后它这边就是非常大的那个酒发酵的味道，你看它这边都是酒。这边也是，应该人找出来的一瓶酒。它这边还有赌博机，看，哇，看它前面这个是一个自助的洗衣房，整个全部都是泡了水了，看那个淤泥，哇，整个是相当于把这儿淹了。看到它这条印儿，这也不会就是它这个水位线吧？整个全部都给泡了。但是它这应该就是把东西都清了。你看这个是它这个换零钱的这个，它应该都是清了。
另一侧的居民已经失去了很多，甚至挂出了请不要再偷窃的告示。 哇，你看这牌子，这写的是私人的财产，然后不要非法穿越，然后还不要偷东西。他说已经丢了很多了，看意思还真的是很多人在这边就是趁火打劫呀。截止到10月初，北卡全州已经有89人死亡，约200人失踪。在这里，一位志愿者告诉我，洪水退去已经有7天，但在河道区域仍未见到政府人员进行抽水或者搜寻失踪者。其他居民也表示，至今未收到任何住房救援支持。更糟的是，部分河边房屋已被洪水冲毁，受灾居民只能暂居志愿者给的帐篷，而且现在他们也还面临着一系列后续的问题。
We've got a really long road of recovery. A lot of people are going to come in for the first few weeks and get really excited about helping us, which has been major and incredible. But these people, they'll leave, and if you don't live in this town, you'll have to go back to work and go back to your lives. And the people that live here will be picking up the pieces of this for years to come. So that's what I think churches, nonprofits now are trying to figure out. For us right here in Swannanoa, it could be days till we get water power back, but it's more pessimistic projections are months till it, so we really have no idea. And every day somebody comes up to me and they're like, we're having water back today, and then the next person that comes up is like, did you hear it's going to be 2 months? And that kind of happens over and over and over again. And that's been a big challenge of this, is like communication with a lot of cell towers down. It's hard to really know the situation here, but schools are at least weeks from opening. But again, more pessimistic projections are they might not open this semester. And depending on where you're at and what school you go to, that there's a lot of issues with that. Roads are coming back, at least main roads, but private roads, smaller roads will be a long time until they're restored. Power and water in Black Mountain is slowly trickling in, and in parts of Asheville. And projections for us are definitely a little bit longer than surrounding areas. So we're preparing for not having water for weeks. So what does that look like in terms of getting purification systems set up and access to more water as we need it? Where not only homes are destroyed, but businesses and jobs. And then already hearing about families that left town and are permanently leaving because nothing is here for them anymore. They've lost their home, or they've lost their job, and a lot of people both. That's really sad for our community, knowing friends, neighbors have left and aren't coming back, and that's to rebuild a life somewhere else, and that's really sad.
Every business in Swannanoa is practically destroyed. I mean, have you been out Old US 70? It's the road up to the left of here. No one has their business over there. I mean, I don't know how our economy is going to last over here. We just all have to come together. We have enough water. You can see water everywhere. I think some people would rather have power than water right now because, you know, right now it's like 77 degrees. In 2 nights it's going to be 40 degrees. It's just the climate really, trying to stay warm, trying to stay colder. That's going to be the big problem.
尽管政府的援助速度较为缓慢，但周边地区的居民是非常热心，许多退役军人也自发参与了救援行动。并且大量的捐赠物资已经被送到了社区，其中包括设立在街边的自助物资站和由教会组织分发的物资。像这样教会在整个社区随处可见，他们为当地居民提供了极大的帮助。此外，教会还组织了上千名的志愿者，帮助受灾居民清理废墟和重建家园。这种社区的团结和互助精神，在灾难中为许多人带来了希望和支持。
But Pastor Hall has opened it up for the community. We've got water, we've got people who need towels, toiletry. I mean, when you look through here, water, canned foods, plenty of canned foods, some dog foods. We also have lots of staples, but toilet paper, paper towels. And then coming through here, we toys for the kids. We're trying to comfort the kids as much as possible. All of these are our diapers, infant. Please, we got diapers all sizes. We have more food, more toiletry, Fenelman products for the ladies. We have, like I said, we got food that's been coming in. We do have some supplies for shovels, trash bags, stuff like that. People that are wanting most is the water, toilet paper, paper towels. We don't see the food going like we thought because a lot of people don't have generators. We need people who can give the generators to people or don't have gas to get up to this place. I know in this facility people were asking for a lot of baby clothes, diapers from not just infant toddlers but size of diapers, the toddlers, 2 to 7s, pull-ups or whatever, they're needing that. And like I said, we're here to serve. Pastor Hall, such a loving pastor,
Sorry.
Well, that's okay. It's been devastating. I have been blessed that how the community has come together. Tracy has been wonderful and self-serving, who also goes to our church. That's we want people to know we're here. We don't want them to be left out of anything. We're grateful. But like I said, this is something that hasn't happened even in my lifetime, and I've lived here decades. The landslide, all the water, everything has just destroyed so many homes, but the community is still coming together. There's just so much love. It's just awesome to see God working through all of this. So.
尽管洪水带来了毁灭性的打击，当地人也在这场灾难中感受到了许多温暖人心的时刻。
There was a search and rescue team, but it wasn't like National Guard or police or fire department, because the police and fire department couldn't even get into us. It was like a little island over here. And so a bunch of like my uncle who lives beside me and a bunch of people in the neighborhood built a search and rescue team, and they all went and rescued people. And there were people that had been here, like one guy he moved here 3 days before this happened, and he had a newborn baby, and he was out there helping search and rescue people. So that's probably the nicest thing I've seen.
We've gotten a bunch of strangers just showing up over here to help us. I haven't gotten help from anywhere else yet. I'm just waiting to hear back. But a bunch of strangers just keep pulling up and helping us and giving us whatever we need, and that's been great.
They brought us some hot meals, and in the hot meals was these little cards from Winterville, North Carolina. First graders had drawn and wrote these little cards about, hope everybody's doing good, and that was the sweetest thing, to get those.
That is the most, to see how everybody came together. That is just so awesome. It's just so awesome, It's great. I mean, and I hope once all this is over with, it don't go away. I hope people still come. And what's so great is seeing the kids not on their phones anymore, but outside playing. But to see kids outside playing with each other and finding things to do, that is so nice to hear outside, It's great, it's great, it's so good, so good.
尽管飓风带来的灾难使社区陷入困境，但当地居民依然表现出坚韧与乐观。他们不仅对重建家园充满信心，还积极配合应急修复工作。政府虽然在物资援助上有所不足，但在电力、交通、通信等关键基础设施的恢复方面做出了很大的努力。这些措施也为社区恢复提供了必要的支持。灾后重建的道路或许很漫长，但在这片土地上，居民们的坚强与希望正逐渐点燃新的曙光。